you want to hear the truth? You want to hear the truth?
Right, today we're going to speak about handling conflict. I don't know how you handle it, but I know I've handled it very badly in the past, and sometimes I still do. Let's get into it. So, what do you do when you get into a confrontational situation? Do you overreact, lunge out, back off, or just say nothing? So, there are many different forms of conflict. It can be conflict at work, conflict with somebody that you stay with, conflict with someone on the road in the form of road rage, or maybe it's just someone you disagree with and it turns into something ugly. In Proverbs 15, verse 1, it says this: A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. This is probably one of the most quoted parts in the Bible when it comes to this sort of thing. In life, to learn how to handle conflict, I think what we need to do is we need to look at other people and how they handle it and how we can learn from that. All around us, if you look at the news, you can see politicians negotiating on a daily basis. And those that have a more balanced approach and a more calm approach seem to succeed more with each other and get things done. Those that get angry, it doesn't seem to work as well. Have you ever watched people that get involved in a road rage incident? You'll see one will get out the car and one will start waving his fist and start threatening. The other guy automatically will start having the same response. But I think if the guy got out the car, put his hands up, and said, "Look, that was a mistake." You see, that's the thing. We battle to admit to our faults in life. And I think that's what it is. A lot of ego takes part in conflict, and a lot of I want to be right every time takes part in it. Humility plays a big role when it comes to conflict and resolving it. So, those are the things that can be handled pretty easily. Sometimes people will not back down no matter what you do, but 90% of the time, when you handle it like that, they do. They just get a more calmer demeanor about them and things get resolved far easier. There's an instance in the Bible where Jesus gets upset when he walks into the temple and he sees they're busy using it as, well, den of iniquity, as he calls it, and selling stuff in the temple, and you know the whole story. And he handles that quite differently. We see Jesus throwing the tables over and really giving them a good go. As a Christian, when it comes to certain deep beliefs, there's a thing called holy discontent, I believe. And that's when you do not back down. You stand your ground, you stand firm. But you also don't take it to the point where you put your own integrity and that of God's at stake. Keep in mind, Jesus says, "Those that deny me in front of men, I will deny them before my Father in heaven." Another practical situation in the working environment, if someone upsets you, your boss upsets you, and you know whatever you're saying is a load of nonsense, handle it also with integrity. And the day that you do resign, don't burn your bridges. Why I say that? I was a classic example of bridge burning. I would make sure that that person knew how I felt in every way or form. And that's not the way to do it. Always leave the place that you leave with integrity every single time, and it will do you no injustices. But do it in that way, and believe me, your reputation will get around faster than you think. Which brings us to another important point. When we have conflict, what normally comes with conflict? Anger. And we see in Psalm 4, verse 4, be angry, but do not sin. So, therefore, anger is not a sin, but it's how we manage that anger. That's how we learn to control it. So, hereby we get to the crux of the matter. I did a subject a little while back on forgiveness. And forgiveness is a crucial part in resolving any conflict with anybody. Without a resolution, you cannot resolve the conflict. Without forgiveness, there is no resolution. So in Ephesians 4, verse 26 to 27, the Bible advises, do not let the sun go down while you are still angry, and do not give the devil a foothold. The verse encourages addressing anger promptly and not allowing it to fester overnight. A lot of people will say, think about it. If you've got a bad temper, think before you respond. I do agree with that in my case. But this verse says, encourage addressing anger promptly and do not allow it to fester overnight. So what it's saying is resolve your problem before you walk away. So it's actually sorting the problem out, not handling it in the incorrect manner. So therefore, we can safely say, in order to be able to overcome our conflict situation, we must be able to control our anger and do it without sinning. I hope this has helped you. Have a lucky weekend. Cheers.
This is the truth with Pure Power Chord. Truth. The truth. The truth. The truth. The truth. Do you want to hear the truth? Do you want to hear the truth? Do you want to hear the truth? You want to hear the truth.